seen this on the rear side of the vehicle, where you can just see for in a diesel vehicle, it would be coined as TDI. So that is turbocharged diesel engine. So now turbocharger is also used in gasoline-based engine. So the turbocharger is nothing but that is a device that is used to enhance the engine output with the same power technology. And the conceptual illustration of hybrid vehicle talks about these major 9 classifications. So assume this energy source is battery, and this energy source is internal combustion engine, and there would be an energy converter in the middle, and that would be able to satisfy the load that is applied. Or it can be done by means of an internal combustion engine, and you might have an energy converter or not, and that would be used to supply the engine load, or in certain cases both would be combined together to achieve the same. So the first classification talks about engine alone propelling mode. So when talking about the internal combustion engine, you will have a hybrid vehicle technology. You will have both internal combustion engine and electric vehicle. So there are 9 different modes in this hybrid electric vehicle drivetrain. First one is engine alone propulsion mode. So that means that let us kind this as ICE. So ICE talks about internal combustion engine, and this is EV. So you'll have a motor and a battery power source. You will have a fuel tank and an internal combustion engine. You will have energy sources battery and energy converter as motor. So in first case, you might run your vehicle at pure engine alone propelling mode, or you can just completely cut off this engine and try to run your vehicle at pure electric propelling mode. And third one is hybrid traction mode, where you will be draining power from both the internal combustion engine and the hybrid drivetrain. And next one is regenerative braking. So regenerative braking, you can just follow this particular arrow from the load, where at certain point of time when a brake is applied, the rotational opposing rotation energy can be given back to your energy converter of your EV. So thereby your motor would be acting as a generator, and thereby the power that is produced can be used to charge your battery. So that is the reason why they have plotted an arrow over here mentioning or returning back to the energy converter. So that what talks about the regenerative braking mode. And the next one is engine charge the battery while the vehicle is at standstill, coasting or descending a slight grade. So there is an option where you can just drain certain amount of power from the internal combustion engine to charge your battery. So especially in standstill condition, think about when your vehicle is standing for a long time in a signal. So if that is the case, you can just retrieve certain amount of power from the internal combustion engine to charge your battery, and both regenerative braking and internal combustion engine charge the battery simultaneously. So regenerative braking will also charge your battery, and the internal combustion engine will also charge your battery. Engine propels the vehicle and charge the battery simultaneously. So these are different modes that actually applies in your internal combustion engine. Based on your operation, any one particular mode would be selected. So in next case, engine propel the vehicle and charge the battery simultaneously. So internal combustion engine will propel your vehicle and simultaneously it will charge the battery. So this would be explained clearly within Shankel diagram in the upcoming slides. So the engine charge the battery and the battery supply power to the load. So the engine would charge the battery and battery supply power to the load. So in this case, the power flow will be in this particular direction, and the power flow into the battery from the heat engine through the vehicle mass. So when talking about the hybrid vehicle technology, your vehicle would be operate in any one of this 9 particular mode to have an enhanced performance. So with respect to this hybrid vehicle technology is classified into 3, as explained earlier. It is classified as series, parallel, and series and parallel. So in case of series connection, you will have a fuel refill option, a gasoline tank. From the gasoline tank, the fuel would be supplied into the internal combustion engine. So that was we have seen over here. So you'll have an energy source. So that is the fuel tank. Energy converter 1, that is your internal combustion engine. The energy source over here is the battery, and the energy converter one is your electric motor. So talking about the series hybrid connection, you will have a refuel gasoline tank from their internal combustion engine. From the internal combustion engine, the rotation energy will be given to a generator, and from the generator to power converter, and thereby to a battery, and that will give power supply to a motor drive, motor, and the transmission. So in the case of series connection, the power source for the transmission will be supplied from the motor and not from the internal combustion engine. So that is what talks about series connection. In these cases, all these would be connected in series. So initially from the fuel tank, from the energy source one, that is the fuel tank, to the internal combustion engine. From the internal combustion engine, the power source will be given to the generator, and the generator will produce the power source, and that will be supplied to your motor, and the motor rotation will be transmitted to the transmission system, and that will propel the vehicle. So here you can just see the power is transmitted from the motor to the transmission system. Whereas when talking about the parallel hybrid connection, so you will have parallelly two options. So for this case also, let me just start it from the same point. You will have fuel refuel tank, from there the gasoline tank, from the gasoline tank
Sir, sir, headphone on. Vinay, sir.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Whether can you hear me? It is audible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir. So in the next case, what actually happens is, sir, I can just feel an echo. Whether it is clear now? Okay. So in the next case, what actually happens is we have been discussing about parallel hybrid connection. So it will be starting from a fuel tank, from there a gasoline tank, and the power would be supplied to an internal combustion engine. And there would be an option either by means of internal combustion engine, the power would be transmitted to the transmission system, or you will have an battery bank, from there an electric motor, and from there you will have an power transmitted through the transmission system. Here the power supply is by means of two. Either it can be by means of an internal combustion engine or an battery based motor system. So here the power can be transmitted by means of two energy sources. One is by means of an electric motor and another one is by means of an internal combustion engine. But these two are completely an failure model, so which is not currently in current usage. So in late 2000 itself, people have been started using series and parallel hybrid combination. So talking about the different modes of operation in the series hybrid, so either it can be pure internal combustion engine mode, or battery only mode, or internal combustion engine plus battery mode, or internal combustion engine plus charging mode. So by means of an energy flow, you can just see in case of a series combination. So fuel tank, internal combustion engine. From there, you will have a generator to convert this rotation energy into an electric source, and from there you will have a motor power system, and thereby, in this case, the power source is derived only from internal combustion engine, and in the next case, only from battery. So completely your internal combustion engine will be removed and the power source will be supplied from your battery. From the battery, your electric motor will be operated, and from there the power source will be derived for the transmission system. And next is by means of the combination of both, that is internal combustion engine and the battery. So the power will be derived from internal combustion engine and also from the battery, and combinedly they will try to run the electric motor, and this electric motor rotation will be given to the transmission system, and thereby the vehicle will be propelled. So one is pure internal combustion engine, so that is what is the engine alone mode, and next one is electric vehicle alone mode, and the third one is hybrid mode. I hope now you are clear with these terminologies that I have explained you in the previous case. So one is the engine alone mode, pure electric vehicle propelling mode, and third one is hybrid traction mode. So here you can just see the flow of power from all these cases. One is engine alone mode, electric vehicle alone mode, and the hybrid mode. And next one is combination of both. So certain amount of power from the internal combustion engine would be supplied to charge your battery, and at the time of regeneration, power source